So very good morning to all of you. So students, last time we have started a chapter that is integers. In the previous period we have seen or we have learned about multiplication of integers. Then before that we have learned some multiplication properties. Okay, just like closure property, commutative property, associative property, okay, distributive property. So today we are going to learn some more examples on based on that is distributive property. Okay, so distributive property means, let me write that property first. Okay, I'm writing it here. Suppose if it is given a into b plus c, so we can write it as, now what will happen, first this a will multiply, it will multiply to this b, so you will get a into b. Now remember, next we have to write with the sign of this a. Okay, so what is the sign for this a? Plus. So we will write here plus a. Now this a will multiply with this plus c, so what we will write here, a into c. Suppose if a case is in this way, a into minus b minus c, so during such time how will you write it? So what is the sign for this a? Plus, so we will write here only a into. Now what is the sign for this b? Okay, because first this a will multiply to this minus b, so we will write it in this way, minus b. Okay, then next what is the sign for this a? So it is plus, so we will write here again plus a into. Now this a will multiply with this minus c, so sign for c is minus, so we will write here minus c. Okay, now based on these properties we have to solve some examples. Okay, remember what we have done. Simple thing is there that before ब्रैकेट, यानी ब्रैकेट के पहले अगर कुछ प्रेजेंट है तो वो पहले टर्म को मल्टीप्लाई करेगा और फिर दूसरे टर्म को. ओके, नाउ लेट अस सी कन्वर्स ऑफ दिस वन. ओके, now converse means, suppose if it is given in this way, a into b plus a into c. So remember that a into b, these both are factors. If multiplication sign is present between two numbers, then they both are known as factors. Okay, तो ये फिलहाल अभी ये दोनों क्या है, ये factors है ये. Okay, then in between a and c also what is present, multiplication sign is there, so these both are also what, factors we can consider. Okay, now in between this and this, between these two factors, that is this factor and this factor, what is present, plus or minus sign. If it is present, then we can say that now this factor and this factor, they are nothing but, now this total is of term. Okay, this total is term and this is second term. Okay, so right now here how many terms are present? So this is our first term, a into b is our first term, a into c is second terms, and terms are separated by plus or minus sign, and factors they have multiplication sign. So I think this must be clear to you. Okay, now suppose we have it in this way, a into b plus a into c. So what can we do, that this is our first term, this is second term, in both these terms a is present, so we can say that a is common in both the terms. Okay, so what we have to do, we will remove this common outside. Okay, now in bracket, out of this one, if suppose I remove this a, okay, so what is remaining now? Yes, b. Okay, so that b I will write inside the bracket plus. Now the one which I have colored with this sky blue color, okay, a little bit blue, that is nothing but our common term. Okay, so as we have removed common outside, so what will remain inside the bracket, that is c. So what is the sign for c? Plus. So I will write here plus c. Hope you must have understood. Now this is nothing but distributive property. Let us consider one more example. Okay, suppose if it is given in this way, minus a into b minus a into c. Okay, so now in this condition, what is common? What can be seen common? So minus a is present here also, minus a is present here also. So what we will remove out of the bracket, that is minus a multiplied by. Now from this one, if we remove minus a, what is remaining, that is b. Okay, so this is our inside the bracket term. Okay, so what should I write here? B. Okay, now from this one, if I remove minus a, what will remain? Only c. So I am marking with this one. So now here, what is the sign for c? Plus. So I will write it in this way. Is it clear? So in this way only we have to remove some common numbers and we have to solve our examples. Okay, so now let us start solving our examples. Okay, so now look at first example. Now here what condition is given? 30 into minus 14, and here 30 into minus 16. Remember that the number which we are removing common, it should be, the number should be same with the same sign. Here 30 is having plus sign, here also 30 is having plus sign. So I think it can be easily removed as a common term. So I am just writing it once again. Okay, before writing, I am just marking the common one. Okay, so here 30 and here 30. Okay, now if I remove this common, so what should I get? 30 into, now inside the bracket, what are the uncommon terms? Okay, so I am marking with this color, minus 14 and here minus 16, so that I will write it together inside the bracket, minus 14 into, sorry, minus 14 minus 16 equals to, now keep this 30 as it is. Now these both numbers, they are present inside the bracket, so we will clear this bracket first. Now what sign do they have? They both are having same sign. So what we will do? We will do addition of numbers. So 16 plus 14, that is 30. Okay, and sign of greater number, that is 16 minus, so that sign we will copy over here. Now in between these two numbers, what sign is there? Multiplication. So we will multiply these numbers. Now before multiplying numbers, we have to multiply the sign. So both the numbers are having opposite sign. When two numbers are having opposite sign, we write minus in our answer. Okay, now 30 into 30, so it is 900. So this is our answer. Okay, now let us see next one more example. Okay, now in some cases, now here in second example, it is given that 258 into 2 plus minus 98 into minus 258. Okay, so during such time, now remember that here it is plus 258, here also 258 is there, but it is minus. We don't want it in negative, or we don't want different signs. We want these numbers to have same sign. So we can do one thing. During such a condition, it is better that we can multiply, both of them are having same sign. So first multiply only signs. Okay, so what you will get equals to 258 into 2 plus, now this minus into minus will become plus, so I am not writing it again, and then as they are present on the same side, so we can multiply only signs and keep it numbers as it is. Now you will get on next step 98 into 258. Why we got this one? Because minus into minus will become plus. We have multiplied only signs, not the numbers. Okay, then further now it is easy for us to solve. We will find the common numbers. Okay, So which are the common numbers? So here 258 is present, here also 258 is present. Okay, so we will write that 258 out of the bracket, 258 into, now inside of the bracket what we will write? The uncommon number, that is 2, and here it is 98. So what should be written here? 2 plus 98. Why plus? Because here sign for 2 is plus, sign for 98 is plus. Okay, so equals to, now what you will get further? 258 into 98 plus 2 will be 100, so that will be equals to 25800. Okay, now let us consider a different type of example. Suppose now if we have an example in this way, now what do we have? 812 into minus 35. Here also we have the same number, that is 812, but it is with a minus sign into 65. Now remember that suppose a condition is in this way. Okay, I'm writing it here. I have minus a into b. Okay, so we can exchange this sign. I can give this sign with this b. Okay, so we can write this one as a into minus b. Both of them are equal, same. So instead of this one minus a into b, if I give this sign to b, then also the answer will be same. Okay, so this method we are going to apply over here. Okay, so what you will get? Solution equals to, this I am keeping as it is, 812 minus 35. Now what is the sign for this 812 minus? So this sign I will give it to 65. So now this will become simply plus 812 into, now as I have given this sign over here, so this plus 65 will become now minus 65. Now our regular procedure will find the common numbers. Okay, so what are the common numbers? So here we have 812, here also 812, so we will remove it outside the bracket. So 812 into, now what are the uncommon number? Okay, so that is minus 35 minus 65. Okay, so that I am writing it here, minus 35 minus 65 equals to, okay, so now 812 into, now these both numbers are having same sign, that is negative sign. So what will happen? Addition of numbers. So mine 35 plus 65 is 100, and sign of greater number is minus, so we'll copy this minus over here, equals to, now these both numbers are having opposite sign. So what we have to do first? Multiplication of signs. So plus into minus will become minus, and then 812 into 100 will become, yes, it is 81200. Okay, so in this way, by using some properties, it can be seen that such a big multiplication can be easily done by using properties. Which property we have used? We have used distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. Okay, now let us consider one more example. Now here in this example, it can be seen that there are two terms. This is first term and this together are second term, but here only one number is present, and here two numbers are multiplying each other. So now here we have plus 36, here we have minus 36. So what we will do? We will try to change the sign of this one. Both are minus, so we can write it as plus, and at the same time this plus 36 can also be written as, when only one number is there, we can write it as 36 into 1. We know that 36 into 1 is nothing but only 36. This we have made for our convenience. Okay, then plus, now this minus into minus, only signs we are multiplying, we are not going to multiply the number. Okay, why we are multiplying? Because they both are same sign, so to make it positive we are multiplying. So what you will get? 79 into 36. 6 equals to, now again our regular procedure, that is what we are going to do, we are going to, yes, remove common from this one. Okay, so what is common? It can be seen that here 36 is present and here also 36 is present, so that 36 we will write out of the bracket into, now inside of the bracket, so what you will get, come on, you have to look it. So inside of the bracket we are having plus 1 and plus 79. Okay, so 1 plus 79, so that is equal to 36 into, now what is 79 plus 1, it is 80. Okay, equals to, now 36 into 80, both of them are having positive sign, so we will multiply it directly. So 36 into 80 is equal to 2880, and this is our final answer. Okay, so this much is enough for today. Have a very nice day. Thank you.